Speaking of poor Elwood, he's a Colts fan, and he's also coming in, chanting about Ball State. Well, Ball State lost on Friday night in the MAC championship against Buffalo, against the Bulls. So now the Bulls are now the MAC champions, obviously. And the reason why I say there's such a thing as karma, allow me to read you a story that was posted by Jason King, who is a contributing writer for Yahoo Sports, in particular, the Rivals.com, which is, a big, huge college site. Love going to Rivals.com. They got a lot of good information when it comes to college football. And it was reported that a few days after Ball State had wrapped up the regular season going 12-0, that there was a big buzz going on that Ball State could have possibly been one of the best Mid-American Conference programs in history, in MAC history. Here's the deal. Yeah, I know who's calling in, but I'm finishing up the story. I am finishing this up. Jason King goes on to write, and I quote this in his article. He calls it hogwash. Elite programs don't cower in corners when they are faced with a challenge, which is exactly what Ball State did Wednesday.
Hogwash!
When Ball State declined an invitation to play Boise State in the Humanitarian Bowl.
That's a shame.
Think about that. Two non-BCS undefeated teams. And you have Boise State, who, again, everyone remembers what they did when they were in a BCS Bowl.
Somebody proposed to somebody?
Well, that too.
Oh.
But the big upset where Boise State pulled off the Statue of Liberty, Jared Zembransky taking a snap, Ian Johnson taking a handoff, running it to the corner of the end zone. Boise State beats Oklahoma, the biggest upset in college football history, college football bowl history. So there you have that potential matchup, and Ball State declined it. Why? Because the Humanitarian Bowl is held in Boise State's stadium.
Hogwash!
Boise State's campus. And I tend to agree. You have an opportunity to put yourself on the map to become one of those programs that would be talked about for a very long time. And what better way to do it than to go in to someone else's stadium on a bowl game and have the opportunity to beat them?
Well, there's always a Texas Bowl because that's about the only other at-large bid I see open.
Karma is rough. Karma is incredibly
the GMAC
rough.
Bowl now.
Yes, and I like I said, I read that when they lost, I was like, wow, are you serious?
That's pretty good. I mean, you could have gone to the Humanitarian Bowl, and instead, if you're lucky, you'll wind up at the Texas Bowl playing rice.
Yeah, I mean, should have took that invitation. You know what? Hey, it's a big bowl. You're going up against a BCS program. Hey, a BCS, non-BCS team that was able to go into the BCS and do what they were supposed to do. I mean, hey.
Hogwash!
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? Actually, it was not Elwood that was calling in.
Oh.
Which I was kind of surprised.
Surprise?
Instead, it is Alabama fan himself, Hickabilly, joining into the show. Hickabilly, what's up, man?
How you doing, guys?
Welcome aboard. How you doing, Hickabilly? First off, how are you feeling? I know a tough loss for Alabama this past Saturday.
Well, yeah, it was pretty tough, but I was listening to your show there and what you was talking about in the game, and getting that turned around there, I think, was the change they had when they had that finger that got stuck in the face mask of that there helmet.
Oh, the face mask penalty.
They had the face mask penalty that gave the Gators the first down, and then the Gators went in and scored. And then I think they abandoned the running game to play catch-up the rest of the game. Mm-hmm. And I knew that when they used up all the time in the third quarter, there wasn't a whole lot of time left there for them.
So, in your opinion, why did you think Bama did go away from running game when they had dominated Florida the whole time, when they was able to dictate the game the way they were, the way they wanted? They were imposing their will. Florida's a team that kind of shies away from physical play. Two biggest examples you can think up of was when they played Miami and when they played Ole Miss. They were imposing their will. What did they do to, in your words, play catch up? How did they go from being dominating to now all of a sudden playing catch up?
Well, I think one thing they didn't. There in the fourth quarter, the Gators line, I mean, they were getting to them pretty good. They were getting to the running backs. They were hitting them the first hits behind the line of scrimmage. They're in the first half, and then especially in the third quarter. You looked at the stats for the yards that they had in the fourth quarter. I don't remember exactly what the number was, but I think the Gators had over 100 yards total offense or something in the fourth quarter to single digits for Alabama. I mean, I don't know what happened to them because at first they were winning at the line of scrimmage, but they had to get them off the line, and I think that Saban thought maybe by throwing the ball that would happen.
Yeah, that's very true. But you know what?
Good point.
Yeah, it is a very good point. But you know what? Bama is going to be in the Sugar Bowl. I think they'll be taking on Utah. I think that's the other bowl game that will happen.